This movement's going to go through a pressing motion that's going to also involve somewhat of a stepping strategy with it to try and work into more of the pattern of coordinating my arms and my lower body to work together. So I want to step far enough away from this band that there's a little bit of tension when I start. And if this is the hand that's moving, typically I'm going to start off with this arm out in front, and then that same side leg will be back, right? So I always want, if this hand's forward, that leg is back. And then my opposite hand is going to be opposite of what this one's doing. So if this one's forward, that hand's behind me, right? So initially I may start off just having someone go through a little bit of trunk rotation as they go through a pressing motion, right? Trying to make sure that I'm keeping my pelvis fairly stable. So, I always tell patients my belt buckle doesn't move a whole lot. I'm trying to rotate more through my upper torso. And if that's going well, now I want to start putting it in some movement in my lower body. So if I start off here, as that arm comes back, my leg will step forward. And then as I step back, my arm will reach forward. So this hand and this leg pass each other. Step forward and step back. So I get a little bit of brief single leg stance. So there's a challenge to this opposite leg. And I'm also having to really control my trunk now because I have this resistance that wants to pull me back, and I have to maintain some control here as I'm moving through this direction to make sure I don't just let that band pull me into back hyperextension. So as I go to transfer my weight through into this single leg position, I really have to focus on these two areas coordinating as I move through that single leg stance position. So nice and slow and controlled, stepping through, and then nice and slow and controlled, stepping back, really trying to make sure I fully reach this arm because a lot of people will start to shortchange it to here. I want to get through as much of that straight arm, same upper body rotation as I can as I progress through this motion.